Hi, you're watching Wall Street Confidential. Deborah Borchardt here with Jim Cramer, and we're looking at GE. GE is one of our top 10 most searched stocks. So there is a lot of interest in this company because it does have some exposure to the financial markets. So really, is the exposure too great to take care of this company?
GE, I would be a buyer
do they have
of GE.
enough
I'll be a buyer
portions?
of GE for action alerts. And what they've done, I mean, one of the things that there's a tremendous perception of GE that it's got all of this bad financial stuff, and actually it does have some. It does have bad exposure to mortgages in the United Kingdom, which I didn't, which I wish it didn't have. However, their loan to value was very strong. It's usually over around 70%, same as Wells Fargo. So if you hate Wells Fargo, you should hate GE. Okay. If you like Wells Fargo, you should like GE. But GE did a remarkable thing, which it kept. It broke down and got smaller in each of its exposures, so it doesn't have any one bit of business that could really take them down. GE's become a much more disciplined financial player and has got rid of a lot of financial companies. Looks much more like an industrial. You want to bet against GE if you think there's going to be a worldwide multi-year recession. I do not think there will be. You want to bet against GE if China never recovers, but you do not want to bet against GE because of finance, because there are far other much more levered players that don't have anywhere near the balance sheet of GE. I think it's time for GE to issue the statement saying, listen, we're going to pick among the rubble. We've got the balance sheet to be able to buy what's being thrown away by the Treasury when they, by the Federal Reserve with its sovereign fund for AIG. If there's something worth taking, AIG has some good access. GE also should be looking at oil. They have an infrastructure division where Foster Wheeler, McDermott have been just rendered almost useless by shorts. Joy Global has come down a lot. Bucyrus International. Coal's going to be part of the mix for a long time. I think GE Infrastructure should literally wrap up all these companies, take advantage of the decline in the market, and become the largest infrastructure company by far in the world. It's the right time. The stocks have been driven down by shorts, not by the fundamentals.
And didn't GE take their medicine earlier this year?
Yes, they did.
So they kind of washed this out of their, tried to wash it and purge it early on.
Look, again,
so.
there was someone yesterday who came into me, pretty disingenuous, was saying, Jim, this is actually bad, the AIG bailout, this is bad, the Lehman bailout. And I said, okay, listen, here's the way I used to do. I did a lot of shorting in my career. No more, obviously. People are going to use this video to say that I am shorting because that's okay. I'm misunderstood constantly or lied about. And what I say is that I always think about what I would want to have happen if I'm short. And it wouldn't be the government helping everybody. Mm-hmm. It would be the government walking away and letting AIG collapse. Mm-hmm. I look at GE in a very similar way. If I were short GE, I would be saying they have this tremendous financial exposure. But if you look at what the company has done in the statement they issued Sunday night, you would realize it's a new GE. Am I talking my book? Candidly, I work for GE and I own stock in GE. Personally, it's the only other stock I own other than Street.com. I'm paid in some degree with in my contract. Believe me, I don't need it.
Now, the stock has come way down over the past 52 weeks.
Yeah, it's got a real good yield. I think
looks good here.
Yeah, I mean, look, could the shorts take it to 1920? I mean, look, the shorts are in charge, okay?
Okay.
The shorts are in charge. They can move anything short term.
Okay. But the fundamentals are very strong.
I think the fundamentals are a lot better than people realize. Again,
all right, great.
In a recession, it's not the stock to own. In a worldwide long-term recession, you do not own GE.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jim. Okay. Stay tuned for more at thestreet.com TV.